Okay, wait, stop. Pause everything. What if I told you the most hyped superstar in the WNBA, crowned by Forbes, lauded by Twitter, worshipped by cable news, just got upstaged by a local chess tournament in Nebraska? What if I said the biggest flop of the summer wasn't a movie, but a so-called icon of icons who showed up, swagged out, and played her heart out for a couple bored janitors and some confused pigeons?
And before you say it, yes, we are talking about Angel Reese, the Bayou Barbie herself, the woman Forbes says is leading the WNBA's growth. Or is she leading it right off a cliff? Because last month, while Caitlin Clark was turning TVs into slot machines and breaking viewership records like she was the Beyoncé of basketball, Angel Reese's ratings were, let's be real, lower than a limbo contest at a Hobbit convention.
Listen up. Before we drop the hottest, harshest, most deliciously controversial takes of the week, smash that subscribe button, leave a rating, and comment right now. Who's your WNBA queen? Caitlin, Angel, or none of the above? Get in the comments, stir the pot, make it sizzle. Let's get straight to the point. Angel Reese, Asia Wilson, and the entire Changing the Culture parade, they're supposed to be running the league, right? That's what you hear on ESPN, what you read in every glossy mag. Transcendent, generational, must-see TV. Yeah, except apparently the only ones seeing it are people accidentally sitting on the remote.
I mean, come on. Angel Reese strutted into the preseason like she was headlining Coachella, wearing the crown, the swagger, the I'm her energy, and then reality showed up. The stands looked like they were hosting a candlelight vigil for lost TV ratings. I've seen more energy at a silent disco, on mute.
You know what's wild? This isn't shade. Okay, it is shade, but it's not just shade. The numbers do not lie. The preseason showdown, Chicago Sky versus Brazil's national team down at LSU. On paper, fire. In reality, you'd have gotten more eyes by streaming a screensaver of the bouncing DVD logo. Like NASA's Mars rover livestream had more viewers, no lie.
Ooh, you're being mean, but it's kind of sexy. Here's the kicker. All these talking heads who scream about biggest superstar, oh my God, generational. They do all the yapping, but when it's time to buy a ticket, suddenly everyone's got plans. If Angel Reese is really the icon of icons, where's the bodies? Where's the heat?
Let's not forget the second game, Chicago Sky versus Minnesota Lynx. This was supposed to be the look at me now moment. Instead, it was look at me, please, anyone? I swear, 2 pigeons flew in, looked around, and left for a funeral because it was livelier. There was one blogger in the stands, probably live tweeting from a Wendy's looking for the chili bar. And let's talk Instagram. 5 million followers. 5 million. Guess what? Not one of them bought a ticket. Not one. Not one of them tuned in. It's almost like followers aren't fans. Wild.
Say it again for the people in the back. 5 million Insta stands, 0 butts and seats. That's not a fan base. That's a mirage. It's like thirst trapping in an empty desert. Hot, but nobody's sipping.
You want to know what's actually tragic? Angel wasn't even bad. She had stats. She held her ground. She was solid. Had a couple highlights. But nobody cared. Not one. If Angel Reese blocks a shot in a forest and nobody's around, does it make a sound? Nope, not even a little one. Just the faint sound of her PR team fainting in their office.
If I block a shot and you're not around, does it even count? Maybe I need you courtside, babe.
Oh, I'll be courtside if Caitlin Clark is playing. Because meanwhile, in the same universe, Caitlin was out here setting TV records on fire like she just invented the three-point dunk. The Fever's exhibition game broke records. Plural. People who didn't know what WNBA stood for were tuning in thinking it was a new crypto coin.
Even my grandma watched. She thought Caitlin Clark was hosting The Price is Right.
She might as well have been, because the whole country showed up. Housewives, Truckers, NBA execs, people who thought a fever was a COVID symptom were like, wait, this is basketball? Caitlyn brought the energy, the juice, the memes. She was basically the sports version of a viral TikTok thirst trap.
And Angel Reese? Poor Angel. Her big moment turned into a whimper. The internet didn't light up, no memes, no trends, just like crickets. You ever throw a party, invite everyone, buy all the snacks, get your hair done and no one shows up? That was Angel's preseason, except worse because there were cameras, just nobody watching.
Let's call it what it is. In 2024-25, women's sports aren't about the game. It's about the spectacle. It's about going viral. You could drop 30 points, but if you don't have the meme, you're just another box score. Angel's hustle didn't go viral. Caitlyn's did. That's the difference.
Maybe Angel should get a TikTok dance. Or hell, drop an OnlyFans. At this point, it'd get more subscribers than her preseason.
Now that would be must-see TV. But here's the tea. This isn't about Angel Reese, not really. This is about y'all, the people who gas her up, scream about changing the culture, then ghost her when it's time to tune in. Y'all talk a real big game. You're ride or die until tip-off. Then you're ride or die asleep.
You're so right. And it's not even personal. Angel's great. She'll sell shoes, she'll trend for her nails, she'll have NBA dudes simping in her DMs, but when it's about ratings, there's only one name running the show. Say it with me, Caitlyn freaking Clark.
Put it on a t-shirt. Put it on a billboard. Hell, tattoo it on your forehead. She's the only needle mover in the WNBA. The rest, influencers with a day job.
And babe, if Angel wants to fix her ratings, maybe she needs a controversy, a beef, a breakup. I mean, drama sells. Want to make the world care? Start a fight with Caitlyn, date a rapper, spill some DMs. That's the only way you're getting people off TikTok and onto ESPN too.
Or just play for the Indiana Fever and hope Clark passes you the ball. Listen, the WNBA has a problem. Not enough sex appeal, not enough scandal, not enough viral. People say, oh, that's so mean. You know what else is mean? 0.3 Nielsen ratings.
Ooh, you're being rough tonight, but that's why I like you.
I will be gentle next time, but not for Angel, because the media has been way too soft. Look, Angel Reese is good. She's got heart, she's got attitude, she's got followers, she's got game, but she's not Caitlyn. And America wants fireworks, not sparklers.
Babe, is it too late for me to start dunking from the three-point line? I want to break the internet.
It's never too late to go viral. But until then, you and me, we'll keep watching the circus, stirring the drama, and calling out the phonies. And Angel Reese, if you're listening, don't be mad. Get even. Light up the scoreboard. Make people tune in. Make us care. Otherwise, you're just another mainstream media myth.
All right, before we go, it's your turn to start the fire. Comment below, right now. Tell us who's the real queen of the WNBA. Is it Caitlyn, Angel, or does somebody else deserve the throne? You know you've got takes. Drop them. Make it spicy. And don't forget to subscribe, rate us, and hit the bell so you never miss a scandal, a roast, or a hot take.
We'll be back next week, wilder and hotter than ever. Until then, stay sexy, stay savage, and please, if you're gonna hype someone up, actually tune in for once.
Or at least show up for the popcorn.